Hey guys, what's going on? Jaime Soriano here from Long Island, New York. I just wanted to cut this quick video to do a review, a business review of a new program that is actually in pre-launch right now. It's actually going to be launching here in about, I believe, 6 or 7 days from when I'm cutting this video, and it's called Digital Altitude. Now, if you've been around the block for any time now, and if you've been online, you probably have heard of Digital Altitude or the person behind Digital Altitude, which is the I believe he's the CEO, but he's definitely the founder, Michael Force. Now, just so you know, Michael Force has been around the block for a long time. I remember when I first started to get online, I used to see a lot of his ads and a lot of his videos, and he was actually one of the top producers, I believe, in a company called Carbon Copy Pro, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there, okay, but I know he's one of the guys that were definitely one of the big leaders, the big marketers in a top tier these high commission programs. And so what I want to do is I want to just cut this quick business review in case you're looking to get involved, or maybe you're doing some research on the company or on the compensation plan, and you're thinking about getting involved as a distributor. I don't know if they're calling themselves distributors or not, but an affiliate, right? Maybe you're thinking about becoming an affiliate and making money from home. Obviously, there's some things that you need to know, if you want to stack the deck in your favor. So, right now the company, as I said before, is in pre-launch, and I believe they're launching in about 6 or 7 days as of this video, as of the time that I'm cutting this video. By the time you see it, maybe they've already launched. So there's really not a ton of information out. Now there is a 50-minute video, a 50-minute overview that you can actually watch where Michael Force actually goes into, the products and the compensation plan. So that's pretty thorough. But as far as information you can get online, or third party websites and things of that nature, there's really not much out as of yet, which is pretty typical. When it comes to a pre-launch company. So, again, that's not a red flag or anything like that. It's pretty typical. Now, one thing that you need to know if you're looking to get involved, you need to know the difference between an MLM, a traditional network marketing company, and a top tier high ticket program like Digital Altitude, because really even though you can build a home-based business with either one of them, they're really night and day, right? I mean, typically with a traditional network marketing company, you're in order to make significant income, I'm talking about $10,000 a month or more, you really need to have thousands of people on your team, right? You need to have thousands and thousands of people on a monthly auto ship of $100 or $200 a month, or whatever the case might be, depending on the product or service that company is promoting. And you need to have a lot of people in order to make that significant income, as opposed to, like, let's say something like a top tier or high commission program like a Digital Altitude. And there's a bunch of them out there on the internet. It's because the average commission, or I don't want to say average, but because you can make anywhere from 100 all the way up to $10,000 in commission when you sign somebody up, depending on what qualification you're at, and obviously what products that they buy when they get involved. You don't really need a million people or you don't need a lot of people to make significant income. I mean, you can make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month or more, with a handful of people on your team. Anywhere from 5 to 10 people on your team that are obviously producing. Now, again, I'm not saying that's going to happen for you, and obviously I'm not making any income claims, because again, it's a business, right? It's all based on what you do and how much effort you put in, and your ability to learn and put into practice the things that you're going to be taught. But there is a major difference, right? So understand, you're not making $50 or $100 commissions, like in the traditional MLM, and you need to have a lot of people. You're making anywhere upwards of a couple $1,000s a month. A couple $1,000s per sign up. So you don't need a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying that's good or bad. It just is what it is, right? I'm not saying that high ticket or top tier is better than traditional MLM or network marketing. I'm just telling you the facts, right? Typically with a network marketing company, a traditional network marketing company, you're going to have a service, or more than likely you'll have a product that you'll be selling, right? But with top tier and high ticket programs like Digital Altitude, you're going to be promoting more or less educational info products, digital products, things of that nature, right? So again, it all depends on what resonates with you. If you're okay with marketing info products, because there is a big market for info products, just so you know, then this might be something that you're looking to get involved with. Okay. Also, a big difference is usually to get involved with a top tier or high ticket program, it's going to be a couple $1,000s, as opposed to maybe like a traditional network marketing company where you can get involved for $299 or $499 or something like that. So again, you just have to weigh out what it is that you're looking for and what how you want to build. But again, knowing the difference between a traditional network marketing company and a top tier high ticket program, you should start there, right? Because you don't want to get involved with a program, especially if you got to put in a couple $1,000s and it's something that you didn't think it was, you didn't realize that that's what it was, right? You want to kind of do a little bit of your research on the front end. And another thing too is if you're looking to get involved with any program, really, whether it's traditional network marketing or a high ticket program, you definitely want to find a team or a leader that resonates with you, that you really feel can give you value, that will give you support and maybe put on webinars and things of that nature that you can plug into until the time where you don't need them anymore, and you can probably do it on your own, right? But again, having that support, having that leadership that you can rely on, having that person that can give you guidance, who's been there and done that, I believe is truly invaluable, right? So in any case, what you want to do is you want to kind of give that some thought, and then find out whether Digital Altitude is for you. Now, just so you know, Digital Altitude, as I mentioned before, there is a 50-minute video that you can watch. You can actually go to this link right here, right? This link right here that I'm highlighting, and it'll take you to Michael Force himself doing a 50-minute video where he talks about the program, the products, the compensation plan. There's a lot of parts of the compensation plan that are not clear, for example, they have a pass-up system that they have, which isn't really, he doesn't really go into it, and I understand why. It's too much information. It's for the sake of simplicity, again, because you are in pre-launch. You don't want to overcomplicate things. You want to kind of keep things as simple as possible. But there is a pass-up program for sure, because he mentions it over and over and over again. And if you're not sure what a pass-up program is, it's basically, sometimes, it's your first person that you sign up, you pass up. Maybe it's a couple of people you have to pass up. Maybe it's every fourth or every fifth, or every other person you sign up, you typically have to pass that person up to your sponsor, in exchange for the ability to receive pass-ups from the people that you sign up, right? So again, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is something you definitely want to know, because if you're not aware that there's a pass-up system in any program, and then you get involved and you start signing people up, and you're like, man, how come I'm giving up every other person? It is something that's probably going to cause you to it's going to cause some concern, right? But understand, you pass up people to your sponsor, and then what happens is the people that you bring on board, they pass up people to you, right? It typically works really well if you're obviously a strong recruiter, a strong marketer, and you have people that you brought on that are also strong marketers and strong recruiters. Now, again, you're going to help them, and you're going to train them, and you're going to help them, with their traffic and run ads. So it is going to, it's a lot of it's going to, you're going to help them, bring in a lot of people, right? Because again, it just benefits you because you're going to get a lot of pass ups. But if you're somebody who, is a strong, marketer and a strong recruiter, let's say, and you're passing every other person. Now, again, I don't know if Digital Altitude is passing every other person. Maybe they don't have that. Maybe they have only you pass up your first person, or maybe your first two, or again, they don't go into it in the presentation at all. But just for example's sake, if you're passing up people, whether it's your first person, your first two, every other, maybe every four, every five, whatever the case might be. And you have people in your organization, let's say, who maybe they're not as good as you, and maybe they're a bunch of newbies, and that's okay, right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but if you're not receiving a lot of pass ups, then obviously it might irk you just a little bit, right? But again, you can always alleviate that by helping them buy traffic and things of that nature. So it's not really that big of a concern, but it's something that you should probably know, right? So again, if you're serious about really looking into digital altitude, you definitely want to look at this 50-minute video. There is positioning that you can get because they are in pre-launch, and the way you get free positioning, and it's different for depending on what position you want to get brought in as, right? But you just typically have to buy traffic from digital altitude, which again, that's not a bad thing. I think that's pretty cool actually, because typically with companies like this, you have to get in and then you have to buy traffic. That's like another expense after you get in. But what they're doing is they're saying, look, if you buy X amount of traffic, then we'll grandfather you, quote unquote. They're not using that term, right? But they'll grandfather you into this position, which again, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, right? Because again, you're going to have to buy traffic anyway. You might as well get traffic and then get positioned in at the position you want to get locked in as, right? So that's the free positioning that they might have. Now, these are the different positions that they have. I'm not going to go into every single one in detail because it is a lot of information. But again, it's all information products, all digital products. Let me go into one of them. Now, again, what I think is pretty cool is they do have an Ascension program here where everybody has their own situation, right? Everybody has their own budget, and some people can't afford to come in at $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever the case might be. So they have programs that'll fit people that don't have that budget, and they give a price point that's comfortable for them. So let's say, for example, with Aspire, right, which is their first product. And again, you can actually go to digitalaltitude.co and check this all out for yourself. But this is what's involved with Aspire. You get 60 plus hours of digital business video training, private digital client for life coaches, which is pretty cool. You get seven-figure sales funnels and websites, follow-up sequence sales automation. And then you can actually earn commissions, right? If you were to refer other people and get other people to get involved with digital altitude through your affiliate link. Now, I think it's here somewhere. Here it is. For Hiker, it costs $37 a month. Now, again, obviously, if you bring somebody on board and they get this Hiker program, right, for Aspire, and they pay $37 a month, you can actually earn a 40% commission, which is not bad, right? Because typically with, let's say, I'm going to compare it to traditional MLM now, even though this is high ticket, but in traditional network marketing, if you get somebody on, a monthly membership subscription or some type of auto ship, you're making 5%, maybe 10%. So you're actually earning 40%. Now you might say, well, why are they able to pay so much more? Because it's digital products. It's really just information and training you're paying for, right? So as opposed to, let's say, for example, the traditional network marketing company where you're marketing, let's say, a coffee product or a juice product or vitamins or supplements or anything of that nature. Well, guess what? You sign somebody up. Well, there's shipping. They got to package those products, right? Then they got to get them out. Here, you're just paying for training. You can so as soon as somebody joins or buys this product, the company will just give them instant access and they can just download it right to their computer. So there's not a lot of packaging or any of the other expenses that a traditional network marketing company would have. So they're able to pay these bigger commissions. That's all, right? And there's nothing really mysterious about it. It's pretty straightforward. If somebody gets the Climber, right, the Aspire product, the Climber package, then they're paying $67 a month. And you can earn a 60% commission, right? And they get weekly training, monthly conference calls, and a whole bunch of other tools and resources, right? So that's somebody who, if you have some people that cannot come up with, a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 or multiple a couple $1,000s, right, to get started in their own business, but they can afford, let's say, $67 a month just to kind of get their toe in. Obviously, you're not going to get rich signing people up but with Aspire, but the cool thing is once you get them in the door, then the company will, I'm assuming, right, will help you market to these people so that they can at some point down the road upgrade. So you'll, as soon as those people upgrade, you'll be able to earn those commissions later, right? So they have that's their first and most basic program. Then obviously, as these programs, as you move up here, these programs get a little more complicated. There's a lot more information that you're going to get. And then obviously it's going to cost more, the price point, but you're also going to be able to make more if you refer people and they purchase some of these products. So for example, let's say I just went over Aspire. Let's take a look at Base right here, right? Here you're going to get a couple modules. This is all information and training, but you'll get a couple modules here. Let me see how much it costs here. Here, there's a couple more modules. Right? I guess there's 3 sections, right? Each section is comprised of about 4 or 5 modules. Actually, it doesn't say here, but again, I watched the whole 50-minute video, and it goes up a little bit more in price, which is understandable because you're getting a lot more information. But again, from a distributor or an affiliate perspective, if you sign some people up and they upgrade to Base, let's say, you're going to earn a lot more, right? And so, as these products escalate, the cost is gonna be more, the value is gonna be more too, but then you're also gonna earn more. And I believe, and again, don't quote me on this, you can watch the video yourself, but their top package here, Apex, is I believe it's like $20,000 or something like that for you to purchase it. But again, you're actually getting like a business retreat, like a trip almost. I believe he said somewhere in the Mediterranean, Greece maybe, right? But again, if you look here, there's a lot of information here that you're going to get at this event, and you're going to be there kind of rubbing elbows with 6 and 7 figure earners, which, just so you know, that in and of itself is worth it because, I mean, again, if you're looking to make millions of dollars, then you want to be with and learn from and hang out with $1 million earners. You're not going to become a $1 million earner hanging out with people that are making minimum wage, right? And so it's a 4-day, let me look at this, 6-day agenda here, and you're going to learn everything about running a business, owning a business, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming successful at running your own online digital product-based company. It's a whole week event. It's pretty amazing stuff. And again, if you sign somebody up, you'll earn, a couple $1,000s. I believe all these products, just so you know, there's 2 ways you can get paid. If you need help signing people up, then you have to give up 20% of your commission to someone on their end who's going to get on the phone and help you close people into the business. If you don't need help, you'll make the full 60%, right? And just so you know, I think that's pretty cool because, brand new people, they don't know how to pick up the phone. They don't know how to get on the phone and close. And for whenever you're selling something, especially online, and the price point is, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, like this Apex product. Nobody's going to buy that just from clicking a link and they're going to pull their credit card and sign up. They need a phone call. They need to talk to somebody. They need to have questions answered. So having that salesperson, I believe they're calling it a life coach, right? Having that life coach call your prospects and help you close in exchange for them getting and they have a financial interest in closing them because they're going to get 20% of your commission. It's still worth it, right? It's still worth it because, again, if you don't use those people on the phone to get on the phone, you're going to get a bigger commission, but a bigger piece of 0% if you don't close a sale is still 0, right? And so I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty darn sexy if you ask me, because I would have loved, with some of the programs that I've gotten involved with in the past, where I had to pick up the phone and call. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing that. But to have that automated now and having somebody get on the phone for you, I mean, I would have gladly given up, a piece of my commission to that person for them to close people for me. And then that would just give me a lot more freedom to do what I want to do and hang out with my family and just, just chill out, right? So there's a pretty powerful program that they have here. Now, again, I mean, whether or not you get involved and see success is really totally up to you. It's going to be based on, your ability to, apply what it is that you learn, your ability to, really think and act like an entrepreneur. Obviously, hooking up with the right person might help you a little bit. Again, that's not going to be the end all be all, because at the end of the day, signing up with somebody is not going to guarantee you success. They're not going to do the work for you. Now, they're going to help you and guide you, hopefully, but you got to go do the work yourself, right? But hooking up with a team that gives you support, and maybe they run weekly hangouts and webinars and things of that nature that you don't have to do by yourself and you could simply plug people into, that's a major plus, right? That's a major plus. And so, if this is something that you want to get involved with, go ahead and check out the information. I myself, as of this video, I am not affiliated with Digital Altitude whatsoever. I am a fan of their model. I am a fan of Michael Force. I think it's pretty cool what they're doing. But I am not I'm not affiliated with them in one way or another. If you want to learn how to get leads, okay? Because again, I think one of the things that they do is they go into a lot of how to buy traffic and things of that nature. Now, again, it's not 100% clear because they're still in pre-launch. But if you're going to be successful in this type of business, you have to have leads, right? And I didn't see anywhere where they go into how to generate free leads. A lot of it is more paid traffic and how to buy leads, which is, don't get me wrong, that if you're going to become successful, you at some point or another, you're going to need to get paid traffic, right? But if you want to learn how to if you're on a budget and you want to learn how to leverage the internet to get leads on your own and then segue yourself into buying traffic, well, I have a platform that you can check out. It's a marketing system that I've used myself, where I've generated over 40,000 leads over the last couple of years. So if you want to get some information on that, I'll leave a link. If you're watching this on YouTube, in the description box. If you're on my website, I'll leave the link, probably at the bottom of the video. Click through there, check it out. It's something that can supplement, your business with Digital Altitude, because again, Digital Altitude is a business. It's not a scam or anything of that nature. It's a business. It's an online business, but you need to have leads and things of that nature that's going to help you. So hopefully this made sense for you. Check out the information. Check out the link that I'm going to leave in the description box or right underneath this video. And again, if you want to go through the information yourself, if you want to look at the video, just go to digitalaltitude.co, or you can go to this link right here. It'll take you straight to the video, and you can actually schedule a time with Michael Force to get on the phone and have a strategy session with him. So hopefully this helped. And if you have any questions, feel free to hook up with me on Facebook. Shoot me a message. I'm always on Facebook, either on my phone or in front of my computer. So if you want to catch me, you can hook up with me there. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. All right, Jaime Soriano here from Long Island, New York. Catch you on the next video, guys. Bye-bye.